My name is Brian Arthur. I am an economist and from the Santa Fe Institute in the United States, also formerly from Stanford University. I'm interested in seeing the economy or seeing economics differently. Together with some colleagues, I reformulated a view of the economy. It's called complexity economics, but it sees the economy not so much as a rational system with rational agents, rational players working on specific problems in their own mind and solving these optimally. Rather, it sees the economy more as a complex system of interacting players, always changing, and their behavior reacting or responding to the situation that together as players they create. It sounds like a big mouthful, but it's a little bit like cars in traffic. Cars in dense traffic are reacting or repositioning themselves with respect to the other cars forming the traffic, but their repositioning causes the traffic to change. So we're looking at the economy as people reacting, making decisions, trying to make sense out of the situations they find themselves in. But that very sense-making and exploring and trying to do things better causes the situation itself to change. This is basically looking at the economy not as a fixed machine, but more as an ecology, more as something where the species, the players in the economy are creating something together that they're together reacting to and changing again. Looking at everything in the economy is adjusting always to everything else has only been made possible by the fact that we have computers. We can now track what different players are doing in the economy by setting up computer simulations. So what I'm doing mostly here at STIAS is asking a pretty simple question: how does computation or algorithms, the use of computers, bear upon economics? We can look at the economy as always forming, always adjusting to what it creates anew, and we can use computers to do that. How does that work? How does that work out? We came up with these ideas in Santa Fe. I led the team that did this in the early 90s. That's 30 years ago. Now I'm glad to say this whole approach has got hundreds of followers, particularly among graduate students and people who are open to thinking otherwise, so it's really catching on. What fascinates me is that all across the sciences, computation is coming in. We can look at computers, or we can look at processes that you can simulate via computers, the formation of galaxies, how traffic itself works, how the immune system works. These are things that are not standard or stable, they're not in equilibrium, but they're always changing. And so science itself, among all those disciplines, is starting with the help of computation to look at these processes in action. What interests me is how that works within economics.